second time to make crunchy beef. The most integral part of it is the sauce, right? They start with sugar, adding fish sauce, and crab paste, which is basically a mixture of crab meat, crab.
I already am strapped for time. Let's go. I'm not going to have enough time to do any of my exercises tonight. God, that sucks. I keep putting off my core workout. Ugh. What? Oh, I thought you said something. Fucking ridiculous. Drives me nuts. This whole fucking thing just drives me nuts. Like, so they completely took down last night's episode from the stored lives. They just said, no, fuck it, you're done. You don't get to go and monetize off of this at all in the future. And all I can say is, how do you expect individuals to utilize your app if you are fucking with the money? I don't know what Google thinks it's doing. I think Google's in charge of fucking YouTube. I don't know what they think they're doing, but when you fuck with the money, guess what? People tend to not use your app anymore. Yeah. I'm fucking... It's ridiculous, guys. Freaking YouTube's getting worse and worse as I use it. Put it on all messages and now I can't see Alf's message. What the fuck is going on? Well, I guess this is how it's going to be tonight. So tired. I can't see what Alf posted. It disappeared when I went and put it all onto new. When I went and put it onto all posts.
I've had that happen. I just do it back to top.
It didn't do that. I already tried. So, if you guys comment, I don't know if I'm going to be able to see it at all.
He just commented. Did you see it?
Nope. This is on the new phone. This is fantastic. Alright, fuck it. There it is. There's everybody's fucking comment. Hey, Omar. Alright, we're not going to be able to do any of my core workouts. Whew. Because it's already 10-something at night. Fucking TikTok. I'm so done with this shit. Every fucking night. Every night with TikTok. It makes me want to just fucking lose my shit.
So I am a quarter Jewish. I grew up eating latkes. I know what they're supposed to taste like. A latke is basically a potato pancake. And I have found the ones that they made me take my mother there.
Let's see if that does it. Ooh.
Definitely the dish to put on the best thing I ever ate.
Well, let's see. I think I've got it down now. I'm not going to go and restart my fucking phone, that's for sure. I shouldn't have to do that with the new phone. Might as well go back to the phone store and throw the phone at the person that's attending. But I'm not going to do that. Electronics are not meant to start fucking up within a month of getting them. And that is not the way it's supposed to go. Okay, so today we have got to do, let's see, when's the last time we did feeding? You're supposed to feed them every 3 days.
You fed some yesterday. Because we got crickets yesterday.
Well, I didn't feed them the babies, though.
No, it was the day before.
All right. Whew, has anybody commented on YouTube yet? All right, good.
Not since I was telling you to clear your cache.
Yeah, this whole fucking technology thing is pissing me off. All right. We might actually be able to get onto TikTok in a healthy amount of time. Wouldn't that be nice? All right. Now we're going to start tonight by feeding and watering these guys right here. These are our smaller scorpions. The ones that were initially not as well fed. We're already starting to get people in and out. Deep fried pizza is not exactly the best for you to begin with, but you're going to deep fry it? Whoo boy. All right. They handle the fourth, like I guess you'd say, individuals into their own rights. One dog is fascinated by the fireworks. One dog is terrified, and the other dog could not be bothered. All right, look at the size of those. They're growing nicely. Now, of course... Oh, for those who don't know, I'm not talking to myself. I have a YouTube crew that is talking with me. That one's looking pretty fat. He's got crickets in there still, so we're not going to go and hit him with more food. Damn it. What the heck? What is that? I just got hit with like a notification. Okay, that was weird.
I mean, that's weird. You should see it.
Oh, no. You can't say that you're demure, Alf. We've already been over this. You can't say that you're demure after the obscure things you've said. That's just not the way that works. Okay. 3. No, and a misting. Ezra! Don't worry, Ezra. I'll get you back with a follow. I still have plenty of follows to go before I run out of that ability. So, ya betcha. I'm going to help you get to the same level I want to reach. And that's kind of one of the things that I do. Hi, baby. Can we talk about how fat you are? Look at that. I don't think that one needs any more. That one's going to be molting soon. So we come over here. Demure is not French for raunchy. Demure is like the barely off version of chaste, you mother trucker, okay? Alf over there saying that demure means raunchy in French, probably. Ooh. Another one that's pretty chunky. There, just one. So help me, if all it took was angling it just right to only get one in there, I'm going to be so freaking... Now, if we find that one of them is molt, you are not chaste, Alf. There's a comment on TikTok? Demure. No, he's got Hong Kong saying it now. All right.
I need to go start eggs. They're cool enough tomorrow.
Just one cricket. Just one cricket. That's all we're putting in the ones that are kind of chunky is just one of these little crickets because you don't want to overdo it and you don't want crickets left inside the cage. We got 25 people over there on YouTube. Yeah, guys, help a man out and subscribe to both YouTube and TikTok. Wow. Yeah, you do not need any more food. You are going to be within the next 2 to molt, my child. Holy cow. I do not need a spiritual journey. I was raised Mormon. That's enough of a spiritual journey for me. Okay? I was raised Mormon. That's about all I need. Oh, this guy definitely could use some food. Let's see. Let's see if we can get him to eat on camera. We could probably give him about 3. Oop, 4.
Something was the best thing I ever ate. I put a lot of thought in it. Is your mouth watering yet? Who doesn't like talking about stuff they
Huh.
This show is like therapy.
Alright, well, we'll put a hide in there for this critter. Whoop.
love cheese of all kinds, whether it's a mild cheese like Monterey Jack or a strong cheese like.
Nope, a little bit too much water. That's fine.
But when I think about the
You'll be fine.
species, it came from the food that like it's a pumpkin cheese.
Ooh, he was very feisty. He was just like, I'm getting out of here.
I'm basically on the hunt for
Woo! Thank you for the follow. I will be following back.
this dish is milk cheese sauce served in a cast iron pan.
That's what I do. I'm a part of those the follow for follow things that you see all over the place. I do that all the time. Thank you, Peanut. I will be following you back.
Are the owners and chefs of Border Grill.
We love you, Bobby.
All right.
Border Grill.
You're just gonna have to wait until after.
Silver tequila, fresh lime juice, triple sec.
You guys follow each other too. Make sure.
This is the dish of this restaurant.
There we go. One, maybe two in there. Make sure I'm not the only one benefiting from this live stream, okay?
Which is very, very smooth and big melted cheese.
Matt Rhodes, no! He's Alf, by the way. Convince the man to come over to the dock side. There, just one. This right here, there's not a debauchery. This right here is a Floridian bark scorpion. We're feeding this group today. We're feeding another group tomorrow. The crickets that we're using are much bigger now. Watch out, Alf's gonna get this group. Oh, holy crud. Yeah, I don't think that one needs any more food. What do you guys think? That boy is thick. $63. We're actually maintaining this high number. Be sure to, you don't even need to like so much as you do me a favor, follow. I will follow back. You guys follow each other in the comment section. Strike up a conversation. Do the follow for follow. Yeah, well, that's what we're looking for. I'll show you guys why. Unless one of these suckers is going to molt. But this guy hasn't molt yet. He could actually eat some more. Yeah, what?
How many eggs should I do?
Well, there are going to be 4 of us.
Yeah.
And let's just say there's probably going to be 3 or 4 per person, right? So,
Most of them.
like 16. How many are in a pack?
18.
Yeah.
But I'd save it 2 for me.
You're saving 2 for you?
Yep.
Um.
If I have ramen, I like to add egg to it.
Oh my god! I put the lid on the freaking. Jesus. I put the lid on the cricket container, and then I was wondering where my lid went off to. Wait a minute! It says invite Matt Rhodes to join as a guest. Matt, how many followers do you have that you can go live now? I didn't think that you'd be on TikTok enough to... Oh, fuck. You okay, child? We need to correct this. Child, I'm gonna need you to move. You okay? Yeah, you chunky too. This is a good way to get stung, by the way. Let's go and put pressure over by where the dang scorpion is. It's not gonna sting me. There. Just one. All right. Woo! Thank you for the likes, Patrick. I think that's what I saw your name was. Whoa. Hello, child. Nuh-uh. He's trying to spread rumors again, just like he does on YouTube. He's a terrible influence. Never go on a spiritual journey with Alf. Could you move? I don't want to drop this while you're like that. Child. Thank you. Yeah. For your friend, it definitely was. Oh, my Lord. All right. This guy could probably use one more meal. A highlight was auto-posted. Oh, God, of this conversation. Alf, what have you done? That's not going to be good. Patrick is going crazy. He's going to get us to 1,000. He going to get us to 1,000. Don't worry, YouTube. I'm looking over there every once in a while to see who's commented. And right now, we're still stuck at a spiritual journey. You're fine. Yeah. There we go. Just one in that cage. He is pretty freaking thick. Now, we will move the lid down here. Start stacking our babies up where they were before. Gently. God, yesterday was terrible. We're also going to go through the others and missed those guys. Also going to be checking to see if any new scorpions have molt, which would be nice. That scorpion's just like, I did not ask to be fed today. God, my shirt smells funny. That's what you want to hear from the guy that's live streaming is, my laundry does not smell the cleanest. Problem is, it smells like Old Spice, and I don't wear Old Spice. All right. So let's get these guys down. I'm getting an ear infection. I can feel it. Some people came to YouTube just to see what I'll say. Probably. It's freaking Durs! Males, please do, actually, Durs. Durs says males dog poo to TikTok HQ. While doing so, please send it with a sign that says do your job. I've got a bone to pick with Shao. Man lied up on the stand in front of Congress. Great, well, technically speaking, so do our politicians, but that's beside the point. Nope. Well, you can if you want to. It's all up to you. Do you want to go further? I definitely wouldn't mind, but I also wouldn't mind having you keep it right there if you want to, and somebody else can take over. It is what it is. Just enjoy your time here. Strike up a conversation. If you haven't followed, do so. I will follow you back. Because I believe we should all get that same goal.
Hun,
What?
can you let me know when that starts beeping?
Okay. If I can remember.
Well, you'll hear beeping and be confused if you forget.
Oh, Alf decided he was going back to YouTube. By the way, I've gotten stung by one of these guys, but that was back when they were itty bitty things. I mean, these guys are still around the same size as they were, but I mean smaller. I'm just going to stop giving the fat ones food. I think we need to just let them molt. Thank you, Tinkerbell. That name just reminds me of the movie Hook with Robin Williams. I'm gonna miss that man for probably the rest of my life, unless I get Alzheimer's. Look at how fat that kid is. Oh my word. Okay, that's not what I... Okay. Pick it up carefully. There we go. Yeah, he was. He apparently had his problems, but they weren't like Epstein list problems. They were standard, I've been too much of a human kind of situation going on. Now, unfortunately, folks, I'm in a family on here who are against bullying. Well, that's good. That being said, I was raised up in a time when bullying was prolific.
Unfortunately.
Yeah. Before we head to your mom's tomorrow, we need to clean up by that back door. Because I think that's where that nauseating smell is coming from.
Do you remember where we put the Father's Day card?
Oh. Shit. I didn't realize I was supposed to be on top of that.
I'm worried it got left at the store.
No. All right. So, let's get our list of ones that have molt. Let's see here. We have 31 has molt. I believe 14 is a molt. 24 is a molt. 13 has molt. 7 has molt. 8 molt. 34 has molt. 35 molt. It's the first one to molt. No, wait, 31 was. 9 molt. 21 molt. 23 molt. 15 molt. Where in the French is 31? Did I already put 31 down? 9, 14, 34, 31. All right, so 31 should be starting to glow. And we've got to go and take the cricket that I put into that one's cage out. So we have 8, 24, 21, 44 has not molt. 26 molt. 16 has not. 27 has. I think we've got it down. I could be wrong, but we'll find out. Okay. Yeah, that's it. Lost in 2025. I'm still lost in yes, technically for sale. However, we'd prefer to only sell to those who are close by because we're still new to shipping, and I don't know what I'm doing. So, this was an accidental pregnancy. Tinkerbell was Critter's high school nickname. It was not. I thought that was his street name. That's Cinnamon Lips. At least it's not Hot Lips. That's what they call him down at the Y. I'm so confused. I just got so many nicknames that I didn't even know I had.
Hot Lips would fit now.
While I'm scratching myself, honey. Seriously. I'm in Oregon. I know. That's not what you want to hear. It's not. Did I really pour that out? Well, it's okay because there's still crickets in this one's cage. Look at that. That little shit is not going to eat anymore. He is pre-molt. Oh, shoot. Yes, jump. Get out of the cage. Oh, God. Okay, we're just not going to... Sorry, child. There we go. I don't know how we're supposed to get the crickets out. There's one. Come on. Could you just... You know what? So that one still has yet to molt. Still has food in its cage. That one has yet to molt. There's no food in the cage, but is chunky. So we're not going to go and feed it. If it still hasn't molt in 3 days, we'll feed it then. But I've got a feeling that all the super chunky ones are about to molt. This one could go for some more food. All right. I can't believe that I went and cut that short, though. I need to go and grab some food for it. My dumbass went. Wait. Aren't I feeding these ones tomorrow?
I thought you were just watering today.
I fed the first group today. Getting ahead of myself. Jesus. Lost in 2025. I've had a long day. Don't judge me. Just so long as I don't hurt any of these little babies, we'll be fine. Tomorrow we will be feeding these guys. There we go. All right. Thank you for the follow. I will be following all of those who follow me back. I think that guy is about to like molt right now. So we are going to put that down like that. Quick spritz. Put him down. There was something about his complexion that made me go, huh, better not. Better not. Better leave him alone. Okay, so this is an interesting turn of events. This guy has got crickets all over his cage. Still hasn't molt. God, how many crickets did I put in here? Oh shit. Well, we can't fuck with this guy any more than we already have. What we're gonna do, I don't want to do this because I don't know how it's gonna turn out. But if we are on the verge of having a molt here and he was very incapacitated, we're gonna take a flake or two of fish flakes, put it on the far side of the cage for the prey items to eat. I don't want them to eat him. All right. Oh. 44 has molt. Thank you for the live. Lost in 225. Here we go. Well, he did fine, and there are crickets in his cage. All right, so 44. I'm going to set this over here. Did 44 molt, and did we write it down? 44 has not been written down as a molt yet, so that means that he is a fresh baby. And where's my pen? There it is. Freak out averted. All right. 20. Wait, no, that's 44. 20. 6. Is it the 20th today?
Yep.
20. All right. Thank you, Brados. Shrimp World. Somebody tells me somebody is a shrimp dealer, and I don't. Oh, beeping.
Okay, thank you.
We got 7 likes. All right, here we go. Woo! User not 5904044754871. I will be more than happy to check out your profile. However, profiles that are nothing but numbers have a tendency of being scammers, so I will be very cautious when dealing with you. Oh, he waved or she waved. Okay, so it's a real person. It's a real person. However, those who have numbers and just letters in their name tend to be scammers on here. Just letting you know, if you haven't been getting a lot of follows, that's probably why. Is because of that. Kayla Marie just stopped in. What's in there? What's in here is this right here. This is what we're dealing with. And this one is so fat. Oh my lord. These are baby Floridian bark scorpions. We just found 1 molt today, which is fantastic. I'm going to show you one of the ways to discern crickets, mealworms, roaches, various types of roaches. I haven't tried hornworm, But I bet you they'd eat that. It would be so messy, though. Have you guys ever given an animal a hornworm before? That is by far the messiest takedown you will ever see. Yeah, be sure to follow here or subscribe here if you're interested, Kayla, in this kind of thing. And, well, there's no... Oh, great, stuck under my nail. No molt, but look at this guy. Definitely does not need any more food. Looks like a tick. My goodness, sir. You need a vacation from the freaking all-you-can-eat buffet. You're like young me after I went and discovered food. All right. Okay, so they get... Let me go and take you guys over to Mama. Here we go. Mama, where are you? That's what you want to hear from the guy that owns the scorpions. Where's my scorpion? There she is. Oh. So she's like maybe 2 inches long from claw to tail or from nose to tail. Yeah, so she's a pretty decent size for a bark scorpion. Because of her size, we assumed that she was a he. And it turns out that she was in fact a she. And she had a ton of offspring. Alright, we have 2 more to look at. And then we're going to water all the ones that have molt. So, oh, look at that. That fell over. That's what we want to see inside of our cage. Come on. So, please be okay. Oh, you know, I just had my finger on the scorpion the entire time. My child, you are so thick. Oh, Lord. Yep, definitely does not need to be fed. Should not have been tinkered with. I didn't realize that he was, like, right there. That's the story of life. Shouldn't have played with it anyway. Okay, I didn't mean it like that, honey. Whatever you say, hon. Oh, nope, no molt. All right, so these, out of this little stack that we have, are all the ones that have not molt. Right here, we have 9 right here that have not molt. Now I'm going to turn the light off right here, and we are going to see, first of all, how nasty this cricket is. So he went in. Oh, we're taking the molt with it. Okay, we're gonna have to carefully separate those two. But let's see. Oh, wow. Yeah, he is popping. Honey, you should see this. Absolutely. Alf, you did not molt earlier. There's a name for what you did earlier, and it's not appropriate for online. So this is biofluorescence. Oh, yeah. Biofluorescence is a chemical reaction that occurs between the exoskeleton of the scorpion and black light. I'm going to go show my wife real quick, because it's kind of dark in the light didn't go out above you, did it? No. Okay. You ready? This is within 7 days. He is just popping. Why is it when you use the pressure cooker, it smells like butter? Like, at least with eggs.
Butter?
It smells like butter, like buttered popcorn almost. Okay. Don't. So this is a week after his third molt.
I hate this.
Yeah, what's wrong?
I want a handful of salty chips.
I gotta behave myself. There's a joke there, but I can't say it because I'm on TikTok.
Really? The crunchy stuff?
I was gonna say something salty.
Yeah, but it needs to be crunchy.
Yeah, well, no.
What?
I said, yeah, well, no. Did I already missed you? Oh, this is 44. Yes, I already missed this guy. I got myself there. I was just like, wait a minute. It's already wet inside this cage. What the hell? So this is what taking care of. I should really start taking those molds out. You have a little container that's full of old molds, and we're going to be putting them into this right over here. Doop. And we'll be putting these molds into resin. All right. Now let's see how far along. So this one's a more recent molt. What? That one's popping too.
Oliver, are you serious?
That doesn't make no sense. I was told that it takes like a week, a full gosh darn week for these guys to start glowing under black light. These guys are just like, no, we're doing this now. So we just come over here, give it the mist. Tomorrow we'll come in and we will feed these guys without misting. These guys get hit with water every other day. We're also selling one of these guys, number 31. Number 31 is going to get sold tomorrow to an individual out here in St. Helens, Oregon. All right, into that container with the other molds. That one's not as fluorescent. So that's what I was more or less expecting from the earlier Scorpion. We gotta, of course, hit it with a little bit of water. Doop. Then put it away. Takes a lot of time. A lot of time. Hopefully at some point I will be doing this primarily as a way to make most of my money so that I can, just spend more time being me and less time having to go and work security, as well as take care of these guys. But until that time, this is how we got to play it out. This is my weekend. Don't you hit me. You're fine, child. Stress curl. You knucklehead. You guys are going to need a bigger cage soon. All right.
full salt,
Sorry.
and a little fresh pepper. Most everyone will say that a true classicist is going to use ribeye, which of course is from the rib primal. Expensive piece of meat. Very well.
Christy, thank you.
This one, we're gonna
Let's see how this guy's doing. I just disturbed his slumber. He is a fresher molt. You see how he's barely picked up on that light?
doing it all by the half.
That's right. Don't.
Mass. How long do I have to wait to get the other half?
Okay, he's fine.
I should share some.
Just a quick fix, and he's good.
This is our
All right. One day, humans will come equipped with chargers instead of naps. Isn't that kind of what a nap is? It's nature's way of recharging you. Come on now. Come on now. For those who are looking for the comment on TikTok, that was a comment that was made on the YouTube. All right, ready? This guy's kind of glowing.
That just not.
You're fine.
I consider myself like a sandwich aficionado. Aficionado? I consider myself a sandwich expert. And I would say that this is the best sandwich I ever eat. Sandwich Hall of Fame is all about the sandwiches that you just can't put down.
And then after this, we take care of everybody else.
Over Deli in Millbury, New Jersey.
And the reason why our live stream's going so late tonight is because... Well, child, you are right there on the open, aren't you? Is because we worked at a bazaar until freaking 8 o'clock. It was supposed to be 8:30, but there were so few people coming in that they called it early. Wow. Woo. Look at that tail, too. Thing is an absolute unit. Wait a minute. Catholics can't eat meat on Fridays?
I don't know. You heard what I heard.
I don't understand. Are there any Catholics in the house that can elaborate? Because I'm so confused. And I don't like to be confused.
At least you're not Catholic.
This is true. How did you get amongst the ones that have been... You haven't molt yet. All right, we're going to have to cross this little one off. Hold on, guys. Yeah, he's amongst the guys that were supposedly ones who have molt, but he hasn't molt yet. I'm going to go cross his number off. That makes me a little upset with myself. Are you kidding me, Hiram? Which one was that? Was that 35? I think that was 35. Where is my pen and paper? This must be rectified. There's the paper. Oh my God. 35 isn't even on there. Oh my gosh. I couldn't ever be vegan. I love cow. Yeah, it tastes really good. It tastes really good. All right, here we go.
I don't think I could be vegan. I like mayonnaise too much.
Wait, vegans can't have mayonnaise?
It's made of egg. And cheese. That one looks like.
So, is vegetarian where you can have egg and cheese?
Yes.
So it's like fake vegan.
Fake vegan.
Everybody has their favorite sandwich.
I'm gonna get a lot of hate for saying that. You okay? Let's show the crew.
What defines New Orleans seafood is shrimp and oysters.
Thank you for liking the live.
In essence, having a
No.
bite of New Orleans.
We have 5 left, and then we're done taking care of these till tomorrow. The other ones have already been fed, so some of them are going to be molting soon. It's ridiculous. All right.
It's a mixture, just like being Creole. And then you have seafood fresh from the Gulf that morning.
What was that? Oh, wait, I thought I tipped him over. I was just like, don't be sick. Don't be sick. He's not. He just moved a little bit. His full glow hasn't come in yet. You're okay, child. It's around about this size that you got to worry about getting tagged by these guys. I was tagged shortly after they left Mama, and I can tell you that that was not very impressive. Mosquito bites had more of an effect on me. But as they get older, their venom yield will probably make me think twice. Never been stung by Mama, thank God, but I can only imagine. Now again, these molts are going to be going into some resin. Look at that. Ah, my edge. By the way, honey, I think I'm getting an ear infection.
Okay.
Every now and then I get a pretty decent amount of pain in my ear.
Anything else? Or just the airport?
Hopefully just the ear pain.
Well, I mean, like, actually, I don't know. Does anything trigger it?
Not really, it just out of the blue. You know, it really started up after I heard that one song being sung by somebody that couldn't sing, and in my headset, remember when I was complaining? And then all of a sudden... You're so funny, honey. You should be in stand-up.
I'd rather sit down.
So these are Floridian bark scorpions. Scorpions. Forgive me, I have apparently forgotten how to talk. Scorpions or sporklings. Am I having a stroke?
Scorplings?
Scorplings is what I'm trying to say.
Sporklings.
Sporklings is where my brain took it.
Honey. That's their new name, is Sporklings.
Oh, look at my sporklings, guys. I can't even say sporkling right. I'm just gonna give up. There we go. Had to gently put that down. Give me the malt. So many malts. All right, here we go. We'll see how shiny this one is. Oh, yeah, that's a good healthy shine right there. Woo! It's a good idea if you're owning scorpions to keep a black light on hand. If they get out, it'll help you find them. go. Okay, child. I would like that. Thank you so much. That one's definitely still not hardened. That's a good way to tell if they're still sporting the soft exoskeleton, is if they glow well or not. If it's not glowing real healthy under a black light, then it's still got a soft exoskeleton. All right. All of the scorpions have been taken. Oh wait, almost all of the scorpions have been taken care of.
Oliver, I was trying to get Wolfie to move so that just can get it.
You're fine. My brother's scorpion's in here. We're not going to go and showcase it. We're just going to take care of it real quick. Because all it needs is a little boop.
Oh, Oliver.
Oliver! No means no, you fluffy bastard. Alright. Oh, it's good to have the house back up to 78 degrees. Let me tell you, I was kind of worried there for a minute. So, let's bring down our first tarantula contestants. These aren't going to show up under a black light, so we're going to turn the light back on. There we are. Now. Yep, the little one's still there. So we're going to go. There he is right there. That is a juvenile, or I guess you'd say a sling Monocentropas balfouri. With Monocentropas balfouri, you just doop, doop. The larger one, I don't know if we'd be able to get a good look at it, because it is buried underneath all this dirt. And it's got no windows whatsoever to look inside the den. So if we wanted to look at it, we'd have to dig it up, and I really don't think I'm going to do that. Hey, Matt! How is it going? Talking about YouTube here. Lizard. Nope, not lizard. Not lizard. We're talking tarantulas. Tarantulas. All right, there we go. Make sure that's snapped on tight. You don't want to pick it up and lose it. Granted, you really shouldn't be picking up any of your cages by the very top, because accidents happen. We still haven't found all the crickets that got out when our cricket keeper decided it was going to no longer function properly. Yes. That was not a good day. Not a good day at all.
Oliver, no.
All right.
Oliver, no.
And this, do I need to go and get them down for you? This cage belongs to our Cobalt Blue, RC Levitus. This little shit does not like coming out. So this is pretty much the full extent of its domicile. We have a little cap full of water over here that it never seems to drink. I know it's still alive. I picked the den up yesterday to look inside, and it was just as happy as a clam. Now what you need to know about the cobalt blue, or the Levitus, is that it is damn near entirely fossorial. People actually have to dig in order to catch these guys in most cases. They are a good source of income for locals in Asia.
You were going to say a good source of protein.
Well, they're probably a good source of protein for them too, but they primarily use them. It's not feeding week, right?
No, we just did.
Okay. Oh, look who freaking... You little turd. And this is another cage of dirt. Oh yeah, it's probably past midnight for Alf. Alf is our resident storm chaser. Ladies and gentlemen, I give you our Arizona Blondie Tarantula. Yo! All of its sides of its den are closed. All of them. Welcome to owning tarantulas. This is a clear indication that this tarantula is getting close to a molt. We're not going to sit there and pester it. We're going to let it go through the motions. Luckily, it's got a cage that it needs to grow into. So after this molt, we're not going to have to scurry for another cage. This is the lid to its old cage right here. It's definitely bigger than it was when we first got it. Holy cow. These critters are incredibly docile. While most tarantulas tend to have defensive behaviors that show quite frequently, these guys tend to be very chillax. Very chillax. The good part of it all is they are an arid terrestrial species, which means their cages are light. Taking care of that one and that one. Let's come over here and take care of these right here. We have a couple of Lasiociano Sazamai male that are way past their prime. Oh, did this guy? Oh, no, he didn't. He still left a mess. I thought maybe he ate most of it. Like a good tarantula. But it looks like he just carried around the mess. Where did your baby crickets come from?
Your mommy.
Oh, wait, no, those are gnats. All right, well. I was about to say... Oh, come on. TikTok, this crap again. We're going to have to do the puzzle thing. You know how well that went last time. He's cute because they're cute. They're adorable. Thank you, Astro. I completely agree. So these critters are insectivorous. They primarily eat animals that are themselves invertebrates. Sometimes they'll even eat other scorpions, other tarantulas if they get the chance. Possibly scorpions as well. And this is what we have to deal with right now. This time you guys get to experience it with me.
Your tongue's gonna tingle, your brow's gonna sweat, and your taste buds are gonna give you a high five. It's that good.
We might just run time waiting for this to take place. So this is our TikTok account. It's about to hit us with the drag of the puzzle piece into place. I'm going to give it a second. Okay.
So many moles. Why 26 moles? Because I love it. The beauty of this is you can go there every week for a year and experience a different combination of 6 different moles. It's what they're making that day. My favorite mole is the white.
Oh, come on. That's perfect. Give it to me.
That spice combined with silky white chocolate. Oh my God.
That is a success. Don't make me do it again. That is a success right there. You guys on YouTube saw me put that puzzle place into place.
So it's nutty, it's creamy, and all kind of comes together.
Unable to verify.
Okay. I recommend close it.
Oh my lord. You guys watched me do that too. That puzzle piece was in place. Hold on.
That's the one that really brings this.
Hold on.
Okay, the first process is the fried cheese. We're talking a lot of chilies. Ooh, that's gonna be hot. It's got 40 ingredients in it. It's insane.
We'll see if this does it.
Fragrant and flavorful.
It's either that or I went and I messed everything up.
So then they plate it with chicken enchiladas, those fresh tortillas. Then they top it.
By the way, my username on TikTok is the same as my username on YouTube. So,
Spicy. I know,
you
cool it down.
better cool it. Old man, you better cool it. Trying to get things done over here.
Just smooth, creamy. This spice you don't see coming. You take a bite, you're like, ooh, this is smooth. Next thing you know, big elbow from the top row, right into the turnbuckle. Doesn't matter. I found the spicy holy grail.
All right.
When you talk about the best thing I ever ate that has serious spice, and I mean like,
Resume live.
that's Ross again in Washington, D.C. Chicken tikka masala, French toast. I know what you're thinking.
Come on.
Kind of like, really? Yeah. That was like shit. You were full
Just gonna do a countdown now.
madness gone before.
3, 2, 1.
I grew up with like the waft
That's the most like
of spices. So I love
unflattering angle from any person here. How's it going? I even have like a sweaty forehead. That does not look pleasant at all.
masala, which is a tomato spiked creamy cookie.
All right, let's flip this around and get back to taking care of the tarantula. Whoo! Oh yeah, all y'all are traumatized. Ooh. Sweating up in here. There we go. We can give him his greenery back.
And then they cook it in the oven. So that's just part one. Next we got the masala.
There you go, buddy. At least you tried to eat some. I don't know how much he actually managed to digest. We got 9 likes on YouTube.
And then they throw in all kinds of Indian spices. Cream and tomato. Things are just great, rich, creamy color, texture, flavor, all that good stuff. So then we're gonna make fresh toast. So we've got the batter, but here's the kicker.
Has it not flipped around yet?
Of course, you would remove flavor. Put the chicken tikka masala mixture in between the two slices.
Come on.
Then put that bread into the batter, and then the
Come on.
bread now hits a skillet. And it's just like, to me,
Here we go.
familiar, it's comforting. Oh, that's good.
This is. Oof. Creators must be 18-year go live. Viewers must be 18-year-old to reach. Or to create a safe viewing experience by following our community guidelines. Community guidelines? Man, that's for suckers. All right, so this is Blue, our Brazilian blue violet, or Lacio Oceano sazamai. He is a tropical terrestrial New World tarantula. He is one that we show every night, like many of our other animals here. This particular species, he ate his food. Well, I'll be. You little. I am shocked. Yay! Thank you! Thank you, Astro. I didn't even see that at first. I was too busy focusing on the other crud. It's new followed. Woo! By the way, if you're looking to get into the pet trade or owning an animal, I guess calling it the pet trade makes it seem like it's all about the money. For most people, it's all about the pets. Like us, we go live every night showcasing them. It's all about the pets. It is only a little creepy. Matt, you're so rude. In any case, I recommend getting something like a curly hair tarantula or a Arizona Blondie. They tend to have a calmer demeanor. Even then, be sure to treat them as if they could potentially be dangerous, because these animals do have fangs and they do have venom, and you don't know if you're allergic or not. That being said, the only death that one is likely going to find on record from a tarantula is actually from a bacterial infection that was transmitted in the bite itself, not from the venom and not from the wound, but rather from an infection, which would be so very unfortunate to be that person. The only person that is known to man to having been taken off this planet by a tarantula. Look at how well he walks now that he's finally eaten some food. If you can't tell, this kid has definitely been a pain in my ass. All right. So we do have YouTube going, and we do have TikTok going. YouTube takes precedence because YouTube is my longer standing group. That is, unless all of the people that used to come on to my old TikTok lives find their way back to me, but I doubt it. All right. So we've gotten several likes tonight. In this container, we have our molts from the scorpions. Oh, wow, they still... Here, let me show you guys. The exoskeletons from the scorpions. They still glow under black light. Honey, imagine how that's going to look inside some resin. Woo! Off, thank you for sharing the live. I do appreciate it. We've got both scorpion and tarantula molts in that little container. Let's drop down to the Balfouri, and we're going to take a look over at our green bottle blue. Gently. Is everything gonna get in my way tonight? Jesus. Alright. Okay. We've got 10 likes on YouTube and 1,300 on TikTok. We got multiple subscriptions, hopefully on both, but they don't show me when that happens on YouTube until I get off of YouTube. So we have quite a few new faces on the YouTube channel. See Matt, Cutie Astro, Alf, Kayla Marie. Then there's Durs and Alf, who are our regulars. Omar showed up too. All a bunch of new old faces. Oh. That right there is our adult female Monocentropas balfouri. She's finally come out enough that we can actually look down the mouth of that fake skull to see what's going on. All right. Oh, come on. All right. Monocentropas balfouri tarantula are an arid, old world terrestrial tarantula that tend to like to burrow quite a bit. However, when they don't have enough dirt to really utilize, we try not to hold that spider, Susie, due to the fact that handling tarantulas has a tendency of stressing them out. Doing so can result in shortening your animal's lifespan. I know that there are a lot of individuals out there that do tend to hold their tarantulas. We are a bit different. We believe that our care is not meant to go and entertain us, but our care of them is not meant to entertain us, but rather to keep them alive and well. Yes, well. So we provide them with the best environments that we can, as well as their food. If you look closely, you'll see some remnants of fish flakes right down in here. We're going to apply some more. That is what we use to keep the prey happy in the predator's enclosure so that the prey does not feel the need to eat the predator and mess up our little circle of life here. You just take it and sprinkle it. That should do it. And of course, this opens us up to a whole different slew of problems. That being the potential for crickets to reproduce in the cage. It happens. Unfortunately. Sometimes it's good, sometimes it's bad, but it always happens. That is life. It is... We already covered that, honey. Alright. By the way, 71 people in here. Thank you for showing up. One person who's still hanging in on YouTube. Thank you. I have a feeling that's my wife. We do have 10 likes over there, so... There we go. Always remember, when you are taking care of tarantulas or any other creepy crawly critter, if you are using a screen top or mesh top cage, you utilize something to hold the cage lid down. I would die. Does it have venom? It does have venom, however, and its venom is kind of potent. is considered medically relevant. However, no tarantula's venom is potent enough to kill a person unless that person is allergic. There are some tarantulas out there that will make you rethink your life choices. Now, don't get that confused with spiders. There are, in fact, spiders out there in the world today that can kill you. However, true spider species are different from tarantulas. One of the main differences being that tarantulas have 2 sets of book lungs, while true spiders tend to have 1. It was said that tarantulas get to the size they do due to the fact that their ability to take in more oxygen gives them a better chance of growing larger. I have a little problem with this idea, and this problem that I have is called the huntsman spider of Australia, which, if I'm not mistaken, gets to facehugger size. So, if it were all about the book lungs, then what the heck is going on? I hear tales. Spider People is on! By the way, if I ever get my hands on one of those giant huntsmen, I'm going to be so happy. If I ever get my hands on a male and a female huntsman, I'm going to be so happy. Just got to figure out how to get them to reproduce in captivity. Alrighty then. Woo, Spider People reposted. I forgot to go and repost onto the group. Woo, 2-time points, double blast time. No way. All right, while TikTok's trying to figure itself out, because I just went and tapped the repost link or the share link. I'm gonna go get my other tarantula down. Move. Jasper. Look at me like I'm the one who's got a problem. Yeah, the problem is you, cat. I said move, and instead of move, you looked at me like I was strange. Yeah, that's him right there. That's the culprit. That's the turd right there, that cat. And then you move right where I'm going to be standing again. Child? Your situational awareness needs help. Don't you dare say that TikTok isn't responding. I swear to God, if we go down that rabbit hole. You know what? 2 people have already shared it. I think I'm just going to click the exit and pray to God that it doesn't go. And do that. Gotta close the app, guys.
If I say something is the best thing I ever ate, I put a lot of thought into it. Is there an apple lottery yet? Who doesn't like talking about stuff they love to eat?
This show is like therapy for me.
It's like hashtag worth it. This is the best thing I ever ate. I know. I've been on TV before. I've talked about my favorite burgers and all these burgers I love. My favorite burger is a mini burger.
That is disgusting.
This one came along, and this burger has supplanted that burger. No pun intended. Supplanted the veggie burger. If you love burgers, you need to go to Los Angeles and you need to go to Inkwell and try this burger because the dry-aged burger is the best bacon cheeseburger I've ever had.
I thought he said it was plant-based.
One of those things.
No, maybe it used to be.
How is it that somebody can actually come up with a new burger that I haven't seen? Tell you how. Michael Voltaggio is a dang genius. This is a completely new burger experience. Dry-aged beef
beef bacon. Isn't beef bacon just jerky?
All burgers start with a pat. This is dried
All right, here we go. We're coming back on live. It shut it down again.
fat. Great. That tastes good.
Donna followed me.
Makes his own beef bacon.
Tina followed me.
In its own brine. So
May shared the live.
we season this with smoked
My goodness.
and he grills it.
Do you sell or keep as pets? Actually, I do sell scorpions. I'm working on that here shortly. We are going to be getting that going with someone who's going to teach me the ins and outs of that. Hopefully going to give me a source for all of the containers going on in the future, because I will have a lot of scorpions left over. Going to be selling 5. Hey, Tina! So this is our last Theodore pair Habana. She is very much pre-molt. This critter used to be a handful. She earned the name Little Bish. Notice I did not use a hard THE sound. Yeah, TikTok has already shown that it'll go and it'll take stuff down for the most mundane of reasons. I don't want to give them a legitimate reason, because then I will actually have to go and deal with it. But in any case, when she was younger, we went and what would you call that? Rest. Wake up! No yawning. All right. We rescued her from a outside of an expo in Southern Oregon. The individual that brought her in the back of an Outback hatchback with no heat on her in winter. This critter was unresponsive. However, it did not give signs of being dead. It had 8 dangling legs by its side. It took me 2 weeks of watering it by hand with a wet paper towel, a plastic fork, in warm environments, and she started to bounce back. And when she became a full-fledged, honest-to-God tarantula again, she earned the name Little B, because this little turd had the world's worst attitude for about 3 years. She had the world's worst attitude. After 3 years, she started getting closer to adulthood and really mellowed out. There was a time I would go and I would pet her abdomen without any issues. When she started to act defensively, due to that, we went back to simply respecting her boundaries. She has a full abdomen of hair, which is an indicator that she is not living a stress-filled life, despite the fact that cats can climb onto and have climbed onto the top of her cage. They tend to interact in a way that is almost, is it symbiotic? It don't make sense. We don't trust the cats with around any other animals, but because they simply lay on top of her cage and she doesn't give a single F, we let it continue. Her cage is absolutely sound. It is very heavy due to the dirt, which means the cats can't push it back and forth. It is made by a Sterilite container, or with a Sterilite container, which is a pretty sturdy structure. The only issue that we've had is picking it up and putting too much pressure on the slats here. The slats became weak points due to the soldering iron, but it was a structural weakening of the plastic due to the soldering iron. As it turns out, slats cause a weakening within plastic. Melting plastic causes a weakening in plastic, obviously. However, we went back to the drawing board when we went and made our next cage. I will show you that momentarily. Creating cages for your animals is not as hard as you might think. And when you go out and you get yourself Sterilite containers like these, they have built-in latching systems. which prevents your little monsters from escaping and wreaking havoc on roommates. You should have seen it when those baby scorpions were everywhere. We're hoping that none of them got out of the cage. I say hoping because there's always a chance. There were 45 of them caught from inside the cage. There was one that almost made it out. All right. Now, this is the next cage up. This is our pre-molt Theraphosa apophysis. This has a bit of mold inside, but I was told not to worry about it until after the next molt. We got ourselves some isopods to take care of it. We had springtails in here, but they gave up. All right. Okay. So you can actually see, I wish springtails glowed the same way as other like scorpions and whatnot. That would be so convenient. Springtails! There is our Theraphosa apophysis right there. With her big booty. I'm hoping she's going to molt soon. Once she does, we'll wait like a week, and then we'll come in here and we will clean all this out. We will move her out of her old hide. We'll clean out the old hide thoroughly with soap water, rinse out thoroughly to make sure that the soapy water doesn't have a chance of making her sick. And we will throw her cage back together, probably baking the cork bark and trying to catch all of the isopods. Oh, that's going to be a trick and a half. Come on. Well, actually, that's a good idea. Right there. We don't want to mist it down too much because it's already fairly moist. That should do it. I am so happy with those isopods. Now, if you're seeing isopods in your house and you don't have house plants in your house, you should probably start looking for any sign of dry rot. Because isopods tend to be in areas where they can break down bioorganic material like wood, other things. They will eat certain types of mold. But they're generally here to eat what the mold is going to be feeding off of. That is what makes them cage cleaners. Eventually, they will get the job done. All right. When taking care of a Theraphosa, always make sure that you go and focus on temperatures being higher than about 76. Trying to get it closer to 80 degrees is a good way to ensure that your tarantula will have enough energy to go through the motions. Make sure humidity is high. You want to aim for, I think it's like 60 or 70% humidity to ensure that your tarantula does not wind up getting into a stuck molt during its next growth cycle. All right. And better be prepared for arm day because holy cow. I'm trying to hurry up, Oliver. You are so impatient. My dog is very happy. He wants to be in bed. All right, here we go. And there is our green bottle blue female tarantula's booty. Well, not all of it. We do have 3 ball pythons and
Oliver, stop.
ball python there, ball python, and a clutter over there that I'm going to clean up. So we have 48 scorpions, one of which is an adult that had a bunch of babies. I have a Choco Golden Knee. Nice. I believe we've had a Golden Knee before. They are an amazing species. Okay. We have taken care of everybody but the scorpions and the prey items. I have a as far as temps and humidity goes, well, it's the same. Choco Golden Knee is a tropical terrestrial tarantula, if I'm not mistaken. It needs to have higher humidity. It needs to have warmer temps. So don't keep it in a room without direct heat. Well, kind of direct heat. Don't keep it at a temperature that's lower than 75. You might be able to get away with 75 degrees. However, I recommend 77 to 80 degrees. That is a good temperature to have for your animal. Choco Golden Knee being tropical. Don't leave the dirt super soggy. You don't want it to be so saturated that you risk accidentally drowning your tarantula. I also recommend that while I will give advice, you go and you do your due diligence and research on Google. Because between me and Google, we're bound to get it right, and you will be able to raise your animal with little to no issues. Are you dead? Yes, you are. Kiddo, what are you even doing? Huh. Yeah, that is exactly how that tends to go. Strict on temps, humidity. I also have an orange tree spider. Aren't you fancy? Oh, look, we have another molt. Isn't strict on temps / humidity. You gotta be careful. You gotta be careful. You don't want to keep them too cold. You don't want to keep them too dry or too moist. Make sure you keep your ball pythons, set with their heat emitters. Let me show you. So with our ball pythons, we do not use any what would you call that? Light emitting source. What we use, be careful when I do this. I'll show both sides. We use these. See that? What are those called? They are... Why can't I remember what those are called? I know... Are you serious? Give my brain a second. It's really late for
What
us.
are you talking about?
The type of heat emitter that we use on the snakes.
A gold?
It's not a
Ceramic?
ceramic. There we go. We use ceramic heat emitters on our snakes. We tend to use 150 watt because of the size of the tanks and the size of the snakes. On the warm side of the cage, you want to be aiming between 95 and 100 degrees, but you want to be able to give them a cool side of the tank to run to make sure that they do not overheat, because snakes, like many reptiles, thermoregulate. The good news about snakes is you don't necessarily need to give them the UVB light source. Yes, these are Roach's Snuggie Tube. Patsy Pixley. This is what some of our tarantulas eat from time to time. Our green bottle blue tarantula took one of these the other day and is looking fat. It is a ceramic heat emitter. Freaking my brain is just like shot to shit. Alright, when it comes to roaches, keeping it around 80 degrees is a perfect way to ensure that your roaches reproduce effectively. By reproducing, getting your roaches to reproduce, you ensure that you have a viable food source going on into the future. Keep in mind that your parents and or roommates or whoever you are living with not going to be happy about it. Well, it's morning for you, but it's... Wait, is it past midnight? It's morning for all of us!
12:03.
Fuck. Well, luckily we're coming up on the butt end of this live. I'm hoping I'm not missing too many comments. Trying to engage in conversation with individuals. What all do you have? We have 2 Lasiocyanus, 1 Theraphosopopsis, 3 Monocentropas balfouri, 2 of which are slings still, or juveniles. We have 46 Floridian bark scorpions, one of which is an adult. She had babies. We have 1 emperor scorpion, 1 Asian forest scorpion, 1 cobalt blue, 1 Arizona blondie, Lasiodora parahabana, 1 standard ball python, who is our eldest. He is about 21, 22 years old. We have a leucistic male ball python. He's the youngest. And we have a firefly morph ball python who is in blue. Well, it depends entirely on the size of the scorpion when you get... Okay, first of all, I'm going to let... We are dealing with both YouTube and TikTok here, so I'm answering questions. For those who are on YouTube, if you want to go and join the conversation on TikTok, it's the same username. It's the same username. CritterColt91. You can go track it down. It's fine. That way you know who I'm talking to. I had been stung by a baby scorpion, but the venom yield was so small, I don't think I got a decent dose. The effects were minimal at best. As a matter of fact, I think a lot of the symptoms that I was having at the time of being stung were more psychological than anything else, because I didn't know if I was allergic to the sting, allergic to the venom or not. So I sat there freaking out. I got stung right before I had to go into work. 30 minutes into my drive, I realized that there were no symptoms remaining, and it was kind of pathetic because I thought it was going to throb more, because I've been stung by a variety of various venomous animals, mostly the flying variety, like wasps, yellow jackets, honeybees, and hornets. And that same day, I got bitten by a mosquito, and I realized that the mosquito bite had more of a lasting effect on me than the sting from the... Best way to keep dubia roaches from breeding. Keep them cooler. Not cold, but cooler. They breed the best in warmer temperatures. So keep them around 75 degrees as opposed to 80. And you will see their numbers start to taper off. Of course, the adults will pass away with old age, but they will not reproduce as much. Also, refrain from feeding them citrus, as citrus has a tendency of making them go through, well, mating. It gets them in the mood, dude. So, I have had this colony for a little over a year now, and it started out absolutely small. We managed to scavenge a male dubia and 3 females. Neutralistic or bioactive setup for breeding or tube. Well, the tubes are actually there because I wanted to give them a proper hide, but it's more of a bioactive setup. We even have some, excuse me. We even have some isopods in here to help break down organic matter. We don't have any plants in here, but then again, they would probably eat all the plants. We do have a tub. It was made, I believe it's also an older Sterilite model. The good news about dubia roaches is they cannot climb up smooth surfaces, and even if they can, this has a locking lid. So that's something to keep in mind. If you're looking to go and build something for them, it's not rocket science. Do you have a soldering iron? Because that's literally how we do the cross ventilation in this home. We take a soldering iron to plastic. We do not recommend putting slats in plastic. Slats have a tendency of weakening it. Tarantulas, okay, over on the YouTube side of things, that fresh roach is cool, all white. Yeah, right? That's good. I have an empty 40-gallon tank, says Sage the Captor. That will work, but you are going to want to go and get cage clamps for the lid. You're going to want to keep the walls as clean as possible. If you have a good mesh screen top, it should be able to prevent them from getting out. A secondary means of containment. My little Bolly was sold to me as a super pastel banana champagne, but she shed, and now she's all gray. Well, sometimes they will start taking on different shades of a certain color. Let's see here. That fresh roach is cool, all white. Tarantulas are cool, but kind of scary. Gonna have to give my wife some citrus, Preston. Jesus. Whoo! Yeah. When it comes to getting them to breed, Sage, cocoa fiber. Get it in brick form that you can put into a bucket in warm water. It'll expand. It'll take about 3 bricks to get a good layer down. You want to make sure that you keep their environment semi-humid for reproduction purposes. Keep in mind that there is a good chance that you're going to get storage mites in your container. That's why you want to throw some isopods in there. And if you get the isopods to take off, you can actually take those and transfer them into your other animal containers to keep mold and other things down. So, God, Preston, that's terrible. Give him advice about citrus, and now he says he needs to go and get his wife some. You're taking after Alf a little bit too much there, Preston. I don't approve. I'm kind of curious if she's a super pastel banana champagne and not a super cinnamon. I think the pastel seems to get the colorations tend to get a little bit duller as they age, but you could go and get a genetic test done to verify what kind of markers she might have. She might even have some more recessive genes that you didn't even know about. You never know when it comes to your ball pythons. A ball python could look like a standard ball python, but could have some surprising genes just waiting below the surface. Yeah, I know. I fed some of your brethren off. I have no idea. We haven't done shed testing over here.
What's shed testing?
It's how you can tell what a specific genus is. She's only 4 months, though. Yeah, it's true. You can always wait and see. You can always ask strangers online like they do on Facebook. It's okay to do that. Just always try to get a professional opinion. Something is messing with my throat. I do not approve. I'm almost done. Where is Mrs. Critter? She's over on the couch.
Here.
I mean, they still have some fish flakes, and we don't want to overdo it, but I want them to keep growing. All right. Woo, don't forget, we got 94 people on here. How many of you are following me on TikTok? 95? I feel like some of you could join my numbers. That being said, I do follow back. So it's not like you don't get anything out of it. You will get your number boost. By the way, if you guys want to do a follow for a follow bit here, and you want to follow each other, you can do that. I don't have a problem with you guys using and abusing the current live stream that I've got going on to go and boost your numbers. Just note it is mostly about animals. So while you're doing your thing, I'll do my thing. Why would you die in the water dish? Do you have any idea how unsanitary that is?
Do you have any idea how loud you're getting?
Gross.
What do you think, Oliver?
I think Oliver's been loud enough today himself.
I would. Quiet.
Get. I'll be back. I've got to go and clean out this water dish. After this, we're going to go and take care of some scorpions. A little bit worried there. I thought I saw baby crickets hopping out. Oh. Ow. We were supposed to do workout tonight. It was supposed to be our core workout, but I guess we'll be focusing on lifting our legs while we do dips tomorrow so that we can compensate for the lack of core exercises this last week. I mean, I did some on Wednesday, but it's not enough. It's not enough. Now, it's incredibly important to go and keep some humidity around the water dish if you're trying to get your crickets to reproduce, because female crickets tend to like to lay eggs in moist soil. You don't want to overdo it, though. Give it a little bit, not a lot. That being said, it looks like I gave it a lot, doesn't it? There's a lot of freaking moisture in that soil. Not good. Let's see here. They still have some dry food, so I'm not too worried. Okay. Some water. And then we'll go and take care of the last 3 animals. Hopefully tomorrow I'll get some time to play. What time do you think we'll be heading over to your parents?
Mom said something about between 3 and 4.
3 and 4. Do you think we'll be there for 2 hours?
Maybe, I don't know.
We won't have to worry about cooking steaks, though. I'm not real thrilled about buying off the taco truck this week. They got rid of my favorite food.
It is.
The taco truck. I was eating teriyaki chicken with vegetables, no rice. And that was my go-to, and I was getting other people to eat it too because it was healthy. And then last week they said, no more. We won't have it anymore. And I was just like, you're breaking my heart.
Alright, these are scallops. Scallops are like the ribeye steak of the sea. They've got this
Alright.
buttery richness. Baby filling, fresh 6 days a week. These are the best in the possible get legit.
How does that song go? I'm singing it quite often now. Yeah, singing it goes. Baby, lock the door and turn the lights down low. We're gonna make some scorpions glow. Here we go. 13 likes on YouTube. I can live with that, that's for sure. That right there is our Asian forest scorpion. This is the emperor scorpion. I don't see the other roach, but that doesn't mean it's not in here. Just tried to feed it last night. I see dogs. Oh yeah, we definitely have dogs. I also have toes. That's the only thing I see on the screen right now. Under the desk, 5 dogs. 5 dogs?
Your toes?
I don't know.
Could that be it?
Maybe. But, Wolf, are you okay? There's our cat. There's our Duchess. There's a mess. There's Wolf. Wolf, are you okay?
And that's our big baby Oliver.
Yeah. All right. Oh, Duchess. Just like my mom. I'll get to the right one eventually. All right. Now. If we can just get a good look here. So this glowing mass of scorpion in the back right there is our Asian forest scorpion. Let's see here. No. This is our emperor scorpion. Axel. You got me so confused. So confused. I was just like, dogs. We have dogs, but we don't have that many dogs. My goodness. And then this here is Mama or Cherry. She's the one that had all of these babies. And I've got to go and show the other game because I forgot about Cherry. And YouTube's supposed to come first. because I went over to YouTube after trying my hand at TikTok years ago, because TikTok was censoring a good portion of what I was doing that had nothing to do with violating their policies. All right, there we go. One second. Ha! I thought that was your name. Her name's Poltergeist, which is another name for a loud ghost. Clever. All right. Now, when it comes to care, it's important to make sure when you do too much, you acknowledge that. This cage is fairly heavy. It's got plenty of moisture built up. We are looking to keep the humidity at around 75 to 85%. I think that's what we have here. The soil is a little bit shiny. That tells me that any more we could potentially start collecting at the bottom of the cage and risk drowning our animal. We don't want to drown our animals. We want our animals to survive long, happy lives. Or survive through long, happy lives. We just waterboard them. Corey, damn it! We don't waterboard freaking scorpions. If nothing else, we go and we sell them to other people. I had this conversation with somebody else. They're just like, we just go and kill the scorpions. No, you package them up and you sell them. One man's pest is another man's pet. Just look at the gerbil. Look at the hamster. Look at the mouse and the rat. One man's pet is one man's pest is another man's pet.
To the point where 2 months before my wedding, I had to give them up because I wasn't going to fit in my wedding dress if they were as they were for that day.
All right.
When I think of a small plate that has
I mean, the cobalt, let's think about the cobalt blue tarantula was of no real importance to the individuals and local communities until they realized, send me scorps. Yeah, for some money after I learn how. Because I'm definitely raising them. And I'm definitely selling them. Where are... Okay, there they are. So those right there... Oh, don't tell me I need to rotate my phone. Stop it, YouTube. YouTube's gonna be a pain in my ass now. Of course. Why can't it ever just be simple? Always gotta have some problem. So you see the insects that are moving around, trades. Are you in Oregon? Because depending on the species you got, definitely open to trades. But the cost of shipping stuff is freaking ridiculous right now. So right now we are taking care of our Emperor Scorpion's cage, keeping that humidity boosted. It's already fairly moist in here, so we don't want to overdo it. Indiana, I can overnight ship on 40. We don't have any history of shipping ourselves, and we're waiting for somebody to teach us here soon. But once we get it down, it wouldn't be off the table.
It's so good. But the best part about it is when you get down to the bottom, you have the fold of the egg roll wrapper where the cheese is kind of soaked in at the bottom.
I don't want to wind up sending you scorpions that don't survive because of my ignorance on the matter. It's kind of why we reached out locally. We got 3 people as of right now, but I think if I go and reach out again, we can get a handful more. I mean, we have 40, it's going to be like 43 scorpions in our collection, juvenile scorpions that are going to need homes. So, we got some to go around. They're Florida bark scorpions. See if there's one of the fresh molts that's walking around his cage. Come on. You need a colony of them? Okay, now you're up to no good. Who's pissed you off enough that you need a colony of them? And can you get it on camera when they realize that they're now loose in the house? Joking, we don't use animals like that. Joking.
He sources the octopus from Spain. He knows that he needs to source incredible product because, hello, it's the desert.
And now the magic.
Geo puts pork.
Okay, we do have one that we can look at.
Geo, can you tell me why the corn makes it tender?
I just like communals.
That's what I do.
Yeah.
Some people say it's the
So here we go.
knows exactly why it works. It just does.
It's like butter. That's how you do it, Mommy.
I like it when you share your secret.
Okay.
Take this marinated octopus right to the grill, get a beautiful char on it.
So here we go.
Then he plates it with this incredible calabrese sauce,
Okay? Chickpeas.
some arugula.
Then we're gonna take our octopus. Start cutting into pieces.
So this is one that just recently molt. You mother Hubbard.
It's al dente. It's a briny whisper on your palate.
Child,
The octopus becomes a canvas for
I'm trying to show you off.
the sauce. The fennel is
He's got a brother right here that's out and about.
the nuttiness from the arugula.
I'm going to try to get it on both cameras this time and not just on one.
It just melts all butter.
All right, you ready?
It's amazing. It takes 5 seconds to eat.
Black light makes all the difference.
But you can think about it for
Woo! Thank you for the follow, Shells Bells.
Bread, garlic, tomato, olive oil, sea salt. 5 beautiful ingredients.
I do follow back, so as soon as we're done here, I'll go and I'll follow all those who followed me tonight.
Sorry,
Are we good?
baby.
I just knocked this one over a little bit. We're gonna.
I like small plates.
Oh yeah, he's fine.
Spaniards have perfected that as an art, and they call it the tapa.
Oh no.
In New York City, the taco tomate is the one thing that people really want to taste. It really shows the artistry of tapas. Taste.
Oh no.
So taco tomate in Spanish simply means bread with tomato. It is the quintessential tapa that you would have in Barcelona. And the barometer of a great tapas place is your taco tomate and how delicious it is.
All right.
And this dish is better than any other tapa I've ever had. And that says a lot. It's like reuniting with an old friend.
This guy's fine.
Buddy, where have you been? They start simply with
All right.
6-inch straw. You get it fresh every day. Cut it in half inch lengths. Throw it in that panini press. Then beautiful grated tomato.
Don't forget, guys,
We're gonna grate really gently down.
if you are looking to go and get your numbers up, you can go and follow amongst each other, especially if you're arachnid aficionados. All right.
It's very fruity, and that's gonna
I don't mind if you guys go and boost your your followers on my animal life. I don't mind. It's all good in the neighborhood, okay? We all learn from Mr. Rogers that kind of behavior is acceptable, all right? Okay, let's see here. Mama needs to go and have her. There's Mama. That is the adult female. Okay, now that I've showed her off, I gotta clean tomorrow. I know that it's not much to clean, but I've actually got to get... Oh, and I've got to water the blueberry patch, but that should only take me about 25 minutes. And that's with saturating it. So what we have here is the orange lid to one of the fish flakes containers that I misted. Not misted, but cleaned out. We'll go through, hit that with a dose of water, get it humid around the container, and call it a night. There we go. Okay. Well, it has been great having you guys. One last time, if you want to subscribe, I am on pretty much every night. We do take care of the same animals. So it's much the same, but I will be here. And we don't have a massive collection, so it's not entirely interesting. It will show you, though, just what it takes to raise a small collection like ours. There are some people out there that have managed, with the help of TikTok and YouTube, to become not even self-sustaining, to become sustained by the system that they have here. It's going to be uncomfortably dark. There we go. That would be a great place for me to wind up with all this critter care. That way we can expand what we're doing here. Remember, have a good night, stay safe, and I don't want to see you on the news unless it's good news. Thank you for stopping in. Thank you for the gifts. Thank you for the likes. Thank you for the conversations. I honestly could not ask for a better group of individuals to show up on my live.